Wow. Wow. I'm watching this game along with you guys right now, but that was something else. Looking at that play right there. Wow. Hold on. Start in 30 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I'm your humble host, Victor Gwynn. It is Speak On It Football Talk. Welcome to week 4 of the NFL. It is great to watch football. Right now, we're watching the early game, the Minnesota Vikings versus the New Orleans Saints. It's a close game right now. I just missed a great play by the Minnesota Vikings going on fourth down, faked the punt, and they got a first down. But wow, tough sledding for that team. Great game, great defensive game going on right now. But, great game nonetheless. We got a bevy of games on. NFL has been kind to us, everyone. Minnesota, New Orleans, and London right now. Cleveland, Atlanta coming up. Buffalo, Baltimore. I know everybody's wanting to see that. Washington, Dallas. I got something to say about that game. I'll talk about it a little later. You have Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans, Tennessee Titans, and the Indianapolis Colts, who just came off a very good win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Chicago, New York Giants. As you can tell, I may be a little Giants fan. Hey, little girl, come on. Come here. Hey, guys, you want to see my little dog here? Come on. Come on, mama. Come on. You're my good luck charm right now. Ugh. Sorry to go off air, but she's my good luck charm. Giants got to win. She's got to be right up there. All right, so Jacksonville, Philadelphia, New York Jets, Pittsburgh Steelers, Arizona Cardinals, Carolina Panthers, New England Patriots, Green Bay Packers. That's going to be a good game. There's no Mac Jones in that game, and they're at Green Bay, so it's going to be very interesting to see what Bill Belichick comes up with there. Denver against Las Vegas. I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now. I don't know if you saw Bill Romanowski and his input on how he feels about the Raiders right now. But it's a 4-letter word, and it starts with S and ends with K. He said they suck. He said that team sucks right now. He said he doesn't want to use that word, but the Las Vegas Raiders suck. We'll get into that a little bit more. But KC, Tampa Bay is another game that everybody's interested in today. Also, Las Vegas, San Francisco. Don't let that game sneak by you. We already had the Thursday night game where Miami lost to Cincinnati with the Tua Tagovailoa incident regarding him being taken off the field. Before we get into any games, I want to talk about that a little bit. And you could join the conversation too at 512-539-0686. It's scrolling along the bottom. If you don't know, we're on Facebook at Speak On It Sports, Twitter at NYG Men for Life. But listen, guys and gals out there, and football fans in general, watching that game, first of all, and this is just my opinion, I didn't think Tua Tagovailoa belonged in the game at all. Tua Tagovailoa should have been better evaluated in the previous game versus the Buffalo Bills. As you know right now, I'm not speculating on this. The NFL has fired the doctor who evaluated Tua and allowed him to go back in the game. What we don't know is, did the Dolphins know about this? Did they do anything, or they were just going off what the doctor said? There's going to be some culpability, and there's going to be a lot of changes with the concussion protocol due to the fact that players just know the answers to the test. They know the answer to the test. How many fingers am I holding up? Oh, you always hold up 2. All right. What's 2? What's 2 plus 1? They always ask 2 plus 1. Oh, 3. So it's something that the players have already planned for to get back in the game. Those physicians that are there to save the player from themselves and to actually provide them the best care that they can. And let me tell you, as I was watching this game, the wife and I were watching this game, and we looked at Tua, and his hands did that motion. I immediately said, something's not right. And what came down the pipe was there was a lot of talk from neurologists that said that is a reaction to trauma to the brain. I'm not a doctor. I don't plan to go to doctor school. I didn't stay at a Red Roof Inn or anything like that, but I listened to what they said. So that's what they said. Long story short, in my opinion, I don't think he should have actually been on the field in either game. Coming back in the second half for the Buffalo game or in this game, period. So we'll move on in there. But also, you got to look in the future. There are going to be some concussion protocols that are going to be looked at, and it's going to be something that we're going to have to look at and see if, is the concussion protocol worth it? What's going on? Are the protocols making sense? Because we can't have guys looking like that out of the field. So, all right. With that being said, on to the games. I want to get your take on that. If you have any thoughts on that, you can call in 512-539-0686. You know the number. Call in. We'll chit chat about it. You want to talk about the Tua issue? You want to talk about anything going on right now? You want to talk about this Minnesota game that's happening? Your team, whatever. Just call in. But Minnesota, as you said, is going against New Orleans Saints. I don't understand this game. There's a lot of Minnesota should have won this game, but also New Orleans should have won this. I mean, it's so odd right now. There's like 4 turnovers, I believe, in this game total, and 3 of them are against the New Orleans Saints. It's just phenomenal how many times they fumbled. Special teams has failed them today. It's just one of those deals where you just got to say to yourself, can Kirk Cousins – ooh, that's blocked. Oh, he made it. So can Kirk Cousins actually – oh, did he miss it? Can Kirk Cousins – no, he made it. Can Kirk Cousins actually put this team over the hump? If you're a Vikings fan now, I know that you're saying to yourself, I just don't have faith in this guy. This guy's just not the one. He's going to do something that's going to break our chances. And then you look over on the New Orleans side and you go, I have Jameis Winston. And then I got, the Red Rifle, the TCU Horned Frog, coming from Dallas. I mean, and then you got who else after that? I mean, you don't have a steady leader at the position. And there was one quote, I believe, from one NFL. I don't know if it was from NFL exec. I think it was from the Indianapolis Colts NFL executive. I forgot his name. I have to look him up. But he stated, if you're looking for a quarterback, you don't have one. In a sense, you know what I mean? Obviously, if you're looking for one, you don't have one. But like, if you have a quarterback in your roster and you're out there still looking for a quarterback, you don't have the quarterback, basically. So I don't think these teams both have the quarterback they want going forward. So, all right, moving on to Cleveland, Atlanta. This game is a toss-up to me, but I like Atlanta. Cleveland got their big defensive player, Myles Garrett, missing. He had that accident. And it's just, I don't know why they brought that, but, they gave him a ticket, they said, too. So a ticket for failure to follow the speed limit or something like that. Atlanta, I think Atlanta's going to win this game. I think just because they just have more weapons on offense, but defensively they are susceptible to getting burnt up. But they got to stop that Cleveland running game. Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. If you don't stop them guys, you're going to be for a long day. It's not going to be something that you're going to enjoy. All right, 512-539-0686. Definitely want to. Some people have been talking about the actual. Clear something up there. You see that little sign up there? I'm going to put it out today because he got to pay some bills because he actually supports the program. I'll put his information out. He makes signs. He makes these hats. I mean, he made hats for the show. It was ridiculous. But definitely got to do that. So 512-539-0686. Call in if you want to talk about your team, talk about the show, talk about anything related to football. Week 4. You can hit us up on Facebook at Speak On It Sports. So moving on to Buffalo and Baltimore. Both teams are 2-1. Both teams have quarterbacks. Now, this is teams that, this is going to be a great game today. If you want to watch football today, this is going to be a great game. Buffalo at Baltimore. Now, this is right now. If you look at the quarterbacks right now, Josh Allen's coming off that huge, I guess, upset loss. It was just a bad game. Ken Dorsey was just looking so weird. He was tossing papers up and stuff like that. It was hilarious, right? However, you got Lamar Jackson on the other side. The guy is just phenomenal. Lamar Jackson is, I don't think you can. Michael Vick, right, was Lamar Jackson, but he has something else. It's a little different swagger. Mike Vick is Mike Vick. There's nobody other Mike Vick as well. But he is the NFL right now. They don't want to tell you that. They don't want to say it, but he is the NFL. And the guy is phenomenal. He's such a talent. And he wills that team to win sometimes, despite them, people dropping the ball, running game, offensive line. He does a lot. On the other hand, Josh Allen has, that guy's purely talented passer with a smidget of Lamar Jackson's ability to run. And I'm not talking about making people miss, but I'm talking about his ability. And he has in the last couple of weeks made some people miss, Josh Allen. But it's just his physicality and his ability to elude some folks. And his ability to know when to run. There's a difference between running but know when to run. So you have those guys that run the ball just to run and get out of trouble, but run with a purpose. And when I say run with a purpose, I'm talking about run, eyes downfield, looking left and right. It's all around football awareness. Those who play football know when I say football awareness, I mean you got to know what's going on, whether it's plays, it's something going on as far as run, pass, blocking scheme, your awareness. So I think Lamar Jackson has that awareness, and so does Josh Allen. But defensively, I like Buffalo. They've been depleted, however. They're going to have their hands full today. But I think Baltimore's going to win this game in the end. They just got too many weapons on the outside. Washington, Dallas, not even going to discuss this game. But I will say a couple of things. I think that the Dallas Cowboys will win this game. However, it's not going to be easy. I think the Washington Commanders are going to give them hell today. Washington Commanders are going to give them hell. Mark my words on that. And they're at home today, too. Seattle, Detroit. A lot of people are sleeping on Detroit, all right? All right, Seattle's 1-2. Detroit is 1-2. I got Detroit in this game simply because I just don't trust Geno Smith. And I really like the fact that Detroit Lions, they're tough. That team is so tough. All right? Tough as they come. They take on the persona of their coach. If you're a Detroit fan, give us a call in. Call in 512-539-0686 at Speak On It Sports and talk about those Detroit Lions. They're a feisty bunch. Down from the coach, down from the GM. GM's pretty laid back, but the coaches are all they're pretty out there. If you never watched Hard Knocks, it's pretty cool. But I got Detroit in this game. Also, the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Houston Texans. Now, I want you to look at this. The Houston Texans are 0-2-1. All right, they had that first week tie. And the Los Angeles Chargers are 1-2. They just, their quarterback, Justin Herbert, he's not healthy. You're playing with a rib. Anything rib, imagine lifting your rib or lifting your arm and your ribs. Everything's connected on your ribs when you lift, do anything sideways. And he's a quarterback. He has to have that mobility. And it seemed to hurt him. And I just don't think that they'll be able to muster up enough offense if Justin Herbert isn't able to get the ball downfield. And I got Houston. All right, David Sills is a kid out of Stanford, and they really like him in Houston. They like this Sills kid. They like him. They think he can be a franchise QB on the cheap too. That's probably what it is, mainly on the cheap. So, but I got Houston in this game. Moving on to Tennessee. Tennessee Titans 1-2 against the Indianapolis Colts, who tied the Houston Texans in week 1-1. They're coming off that miraculous win, definitely miraculous win in my opinion, against the Kansas City Chiefs. Last week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Did they just score a touchdown? Oh no. I'm just like you guys. I'm a fan too. Tennessee. I got Tennessee in this game simply because I just think that the Tennessee running game is starting to come alive. First week against the Giants wasn't great at all. Second week started to get motoring. And now King Henry's starting to come into his own again. He's starting to rev up, starting to get that engine going, and they're going to feed him the ball. What they can't do is let Ryan Tannehill throw the game away by having those tiny, mishaps, game-changing areas in the game. I mean, pivotal points where he just throws an interception. Case in point, when we look at the playoffs last year. So, but you also have Saints just scored. But you also have the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, they're okay. I mean, I don't believe in Matt Ryan as much as I used to. I really don't. So I got the Tennessee Titans winning this game. Not a high-scoring game, but a game, it's going to be competitive. All right, I'm going to table the Chicago-New York Giants game. Move on to Jacksonville, Philly. A lot of people think this is going to be a blowout with Philly just taking it away. Philly's 3-0. Jacksonville's 2-1. Jacksonville they got some dogs on that team. They got some dogs on that team. I mean, Robinson, the quarterback. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is playing well. Travis Etienne. Robinson, don't sleep on Robinson. He's the backup, but he's getting a little bit more touches than Travis Etienne right now. But that dude runs tough. A little flimsy with the ball, but he runs extremely tough. And I like his attitude, man. I really like his attitude. You also have tight end. I mean, former New York Giant, Evan Ingram. Let's see how they utilize him. Jacksonville has the coach has always utilized tight ends. Even when he was in Philly, he utilized tight ends. I mean, he did everything. It was great. He brought the best, Goddard. He had those guys out there in Philly doing outstanding things. And he's going up against his old team. So, I mean, think about that. I mean, you're going against your team. You just won a Super Bowl with this team. I mean, not just, but a while ago, 2017, you won a Super Bowl with this team. And now you're going again to go up against them. I mean, granted, a lot of the people aren't there on the field that you coached. And some front office people might have changed, but that feeling is like, and it's a home game too. They're playing in Philly. So that's going to be a rough game for the old head coach. On the Philly side, what can I say about this team? Every time I look at Philadelphia, I get nervous for the NFC East, and I'm not gonna lie because they just have two of everything. I mean, even the quarterback, I call him Captain Mullet, his backup, Jalen Hurts backup. I mean, because he could come in and light it up as well. But you got Jalen Hurts, you have him, you got running backs, you got wide receivers, you got defensive ends, cornerbacks, Slay on one side, Bradbury on the other. I mean, safeties. I mean, what don't they have? I mean, we look on paper, they're great, and on paper, you're not going to win the Super Bowl on paper. However, I mean, you can gel. It's going to take a season. It might not take a season. It might take 3 or 4 games to get even better. I mean, because Detroit gave them a run for their money. 38-35, they beat Detroit. Then they destroyed the next team previous. Now they got to play I don't know who they beat last week. They destroyed them too. But don't sleep on Jacksonville. I mean, it's a young team. Jacksonville does have trouble on the offensive line, and that is going to be key because Philly's pass rush is just everything. I mean, it's just everything. So you want to discuss that with me? 512-539-0686 at Speak on the Sports on Facebook, at NYG Men Life on Twitter. Moving on to the New York Jets and Pittsburgh game. Let me tell you guys something here. The New York Jets, they're going to get Zach Wilson back. I don't know. I don't know about this team right now. I think they're just too young, inexperienced. They have some playmakers on the team. Little young, inexperienced playmakers. However, I do like their running back, Breece Hall, excuse me. Robert Saleh as a coach, I don't know. I mean, you're a defensive coach. I need to see more of Robert Saleh. I need to see him do better. But offensively, I want to see Zach Wilson make it through a season. I mean, the kid's been hurt since he got into the league. And it's been hampering his production and his growth as a quarterback. I mean, all injuries do that. So moving on to Pittsburgh. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Didn't they left tackle go out for the year? I'm not sure. I got to look on that. No, but I think they did. Looking on the Pittsburgh, I mean, the quarterback situation. Everybody wants Pickett to get in. They want Kenny Pickett. I mean, the kid just screams Pittsburgh, right? I mean, he is Pittsburgh. It's like he's a freaking he's a steak and cheese. I mean, he is Pittsburgh. So he went to Pitt, got drafted by Pittsburgh in the first round. I mean, think about that, you know. But you have Mitch Trubisky there. Mitch Trubisky's been a guy, first round pick, traveled around, just left. I think it was I don't know, Minnesota, I believe it was. I don't know where he's at, but he just left there, came over here. Pittsburgh got a starting job, or KC, I think it was. Starting job, and he's able to do his thing, man. He's able to do his thing, get that contract, and parlay it into a starting job. However, I mean, I just don't think Mitchell Trubisky is the guy to lead that offense. He's definitely the guy not to lead that offense. But Pittsburgh has a defense. That's what they're known for. I don't know about Blitzburgh anymore, but Pittsburgh. I don't know about this game. If I had to choose one, I'm going to choose Pittsburgh because I go over experience over youth sometimes, especially when the team that's more experienced is at home. All right, moving on to Arizona and Carolina. These two teams right here are like in flux, and it's just weird with them. Arizona's coming off of some weird win, and Carolina's coming off. I mean, they're 1-2. It's just it's something that's just not good. And then you try to call this game. I know it's hard, but anyway, I got Arizona for this game. Carolina, I just don't think that the quarterback is going to be successful, especially with that. Baker Mayfield's okay, but I don't think he's going to be that successful against Arizona and their defense. All right, moving on to New England and Green Bay. What can I say? I just got the GOAT, the second GOAT, the baby GOAT. Aaron Rodgers. I got Aaron Rodgers over the whole New England everything. I just got him over that because Mac Jones is their one. And granted, they're gonna have a backup that knows the system, but his youthfulness is not there. He's not gonna want to throw the ball deep. He's not gonna take those chances, in my opinion. I'm saying that. And plus, Green Bay's at home. Like New England's, coming into Green Bay. I got Green Bay. Denver, Las Vegas. Two teams that are going in totally opposite directions here. All right. The Denver Broncos are 2-1. Russ isn't cooking as he usually cooks. And it's something of everybody's saying that he's falling off and he's doing this, doing that. I just think it's a new environment, man. I mean, the guy is he's in a new environment and he's got to get accustomed to it. Give him some time. New offensive line, new coordinator, new people around him. I'll just give the guy time. I think he's doing okay. What has to change is that run game at the goal line. You have to be able to get those in. I mean, I looked at that game. They just down there and they fumble. Melvin Gordon has a problem fumbling, and Javon Williams has a problem fumbling. But moving on to the 0-3, the only team without a win in the NFL. Oh my goodness, the only team without a win in the NFL. That is crazy. The Houston Texans don't have a win. They're the first 0-3 team. Excuse me, the Las Vegas Raiders. I retract that. Raiders fans, don't beat me up. You're the only 0-3 team in the NFL right now. However, Houston is they got that tie against you guys. But the Las Vegas Raiders, you got Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, what's his name? Josh, the running back. I forgot his name. The running back. Got the running back, and you guys, I mean, wide receiver. You got Cooper Kupp, not Cooper Kupp. He's just like Cooper Kupp. Renfro, he's out of this game due to concussion, and it just seems. I mean, but still, you have so many weapons, and they just don't get it done. And I don't blame it all on the quarterback. I blame it on Josh McDaniels a little bit too. I mean, the last time these teams met was 2021 with the Raiders winning 17-13. All right, December 25th, 2021. I don't think it's going to be like that this time. I think it's going to be Denver winning this game easily, in my opinion. Easily. All right, moving on to KC and Tampa Bay. All right, I'm going to skip that one for now. I'm going to go to LA and San Francisco. All right, Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. This is a replay of the NFC Championship game, basically, right? So, I mean, Jimmy G's right there again. Can he do this again? Can he pull it out? Can he make the defense pay for what they did to him in the NFC Championship game? Can he do it? I don't know. Maybe he can do it. But it's something that I want to see. I want to see Jimmy G prove doubters wrong, but I also want to see Matthew Stafford, do well. I really like the fact that he came over to this organization and he did a great job with the Rams. Looking forward to that game. But the two games that I'm totally stoked for, not Kirk Cousins holding onto the ball too long. Oh, that's a flag. Anyway, the two games that I want to talk about are the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears and my New York Giants. I'm going to go with the KC Tampa Bay. Oh, so everybody knows, before I begin, 512-539-0686. If you want to be part of the show, call in, man. Call in, be part of the show. Don't be scared to call in. I won't bite you. We're here. All right. So last time these two teams met, Tampa Bay destroyed them 31-6. This was February 2021. I think we know what that game was. It was the Super Bowl. Let me see here. So you got KC with the Chiefs are 9th in offense, while the Bucks are 27th, 16th in defense, while the Bucks are 26th, 7th in passing, while the Bucks are 22nd, 22nd in rushing, while the Bucks are 26th. They're going to be playing in Tampa despite the hurricanes. So that is something that is, I don't know if that stadium should have anybody in it right now due to the fact that, I don't know. I'm not a weather person. I'm talking about the game. But you got the GOAT on one side, Tom Brady, and then you got, Patrick Mahomes, the future GOAT. Patrick Mahomes does not have Tyreek Hill to stretch the field, keep those linebackers back so the run could work. You're getting back Mike Evans. I don't think Chris Godwin's coming back. You got another week with Cole Beasley. So it is, you have some weapons out there. But offensive line wise, I don't know. Kansas City interior defensive line is extremely good. I don't know about their linebacking core and stuff like that, but I know that. That's a big penalty. Excuse me. I know that Patrick Mahomes loves to use Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he loves to use some other guys out there as well. Throw some screens. But his go-to guy is his tight end, Travis Kelce. That's the go-to guy. Travis Kelce is the person that, makes him win. He bails him out a lot. Travis Kelce does a lot for him. So take away Travis Kelce and slow the run down a little bit. Let those other guys, Juju, run around and do what they got to do. I think if Tampa can actually muster some offense and do what I just said about, slowing Travis Kelce down or stopping Travis Kelce and slowing down the run game, they'll be good to go. They should win this game, Tampa. However, I'm picking Kansas City. I just got Pat Mahomes. I think he's just too much. To me, Pat Mahomes is just it, man. His improvisation is just so much that it's hard to plan for that. You can't plan for improvisation, but I think they pull it out. I think it's a close game, maybe like a 23-20 game or a 26-20 game. But I do think Kansas City wins that game. So moving on to the New York Football Giants. All right, New York Giants versus Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears are playing the New York Giants at home. Let me tell you something, man. The New York Giants, I really don't like to see them at home at all. I really don't like it because their record at home is god awful. It's the only team that, home field advantage is not a must. I mean, we don't need home field advantage at all. But I'm looking to see, Leonard Williams is not going to play in this game, so that's going to be pivotal because of the run. But I don't think Montgomery's playing. However, Montgomery for the Chicago Bears. However, they have Khalil Herbert, kid out of Virginia Tech. It's very good, extremely good, runs tough. He's no slacker either. So Dexter Lawrence is definitely going to need some assistance up there. Definitely going to need some assistance. So with that being said, 512-539-0686. Let me look up something here so I can get this to you guys. Easy. I totally forgot that I was supposed to get this to you guys. Sorry. Custom. Sublimation Kings. So, like I was telling you before, I'm going to share this so you can check this out as well. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Share screen. Share screen. So you guys should be able to see this, right? Can you see it? Oh, I got to click on it. Sorry. All right, so custom designs right here. So I was telling you before, a friend of mine who actually made the, the sign you see back here, up here. This is his website here. And it's pretty cool, man. Definitely go check it out. Once you check it out, custom design, Sublimation King, got all this information right here. Awesome. Sort of the work he does here. You're Eagles fan, definitely has some Eagles stuff there. Never forget 11. So go there, check it out yourself. He is on Instagram. I'm going to put this up in the chat here so you guys can check it out. And I'll put, matter of fact, let me just get his Instagram right there. And I'll put it in. Outstanding. Outstanding work. Definitely deserves a look at. There it is right there. All right, so back to my New York Giants. Sorry for that. I totally forgot to talk about that. So back to my New York Giants. Right now, you have a Giants team who ranks 21st in offense, while the Bears are 32nd. The Giants are 4th in defense, while the Bears are 6th. The Giants are 30th in passing. Wow. The Bears are 32nd in passing. The Giants are 4th in rushing, while the Bears are 2nd in rushing. Now, this is a pretty equal team, except on the offensive side, and I don't know what that's due to, because our passing is 30th, our rushing is 4th, and their rushing is 2nd. So that's pretty little skewed there. However, we'll dive into that. So the last time these two teams met was January 1st, 2022, and I think that was a preseason game. It had to be. Giants lost 29-3. So they play today at MetLife Stadium, which I told you is not a safe place to play for the New York Giants. Definitely not a safe place. And I don't see it being an easy game for the Giants. I don't know where they're going to get any offense as far as passing the ball. Kenny Golladay is there, but is he there? I think he's counting money on the sidelines. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not catching passes for the New York Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson, great acquisition in the draft. The kid is very good at what he does, just injured. His first year, I think he got his knee. I don't think he's going to be in this game either. Moving on to our first round pick, Kadarius Toney from Florida. Um, the kid to me is he's always. I don't see how a person can get injured who's not playing in the game. This kid is never playing, so how is he often injured? It's mind-boggling to me sometimes how this kid could just be injured all the time. But I don't know if he's going to be in the game. So who are you going to throw the ball to? Sterling Shepard's gone, torn ACL. You're going to throw it to David Stills? James. I like James. Who else? Who else is there to throw the ball to? So the New York Giants got a lot to think about as far as offensively what they're going to do today. They're going to load the box. Saquon Barkley is not going to be able to get a lot of runs. Screenplays maybe, but Chicago, Roquan Smith, those linebackers, they don't play down. They don't play. And that defense will travel. I'm telling you right now, that linebacking core does. And it's going to be tough sledding for the New York Giants if they don't get some pass plays going and get those linebackers pushed back a little bit. As far as quarterback goes for the New York Giants, I hope the offensive line stays well enough so we can see exactly what he has, because you really can't judge a man who as soon as he drops back, he just gets hit all the time. So, and the Red Rifle is just slinging. He is slinging the rock out there. You can't judge a man if he has no help. I mean, that's terrible. That's, Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones needs some protection. Evan Neal, I don't understand his inability to not block. I just don't understand it. You're 6'7". It's just mind-boggling to me how his technique is that bad, and nobody's changed it or addressed it or tried to get it fixed with him. But it's something that needs to change. The man needs to change. If not, the Giants can have a rough next 5 years with this kid. Not to have to move him into guard, and guess what? Move somebody to guard. Guess what? You lost a tackle, and then you got to pick up another tackle. So in the draft, and then the cycle just keeps going. So something has to change with that. But Daniel has to be smart with the ball. Chicago Bears do a lot of stunts. Offensive line has to be on their P's and Q's with that. And our tight end, I like to see our tight end get more involved today. It just seems that the tight end has been non-existent in our offense as of yet. I mean, I know one scored touchdown. I like to see some more continuous, utilize the tight end, because right now you're gonna have to utilize the tight end because you don't have. I mean, you have wide receivers. I mean, where is Darius Slayton? Somebody put an APB, put a bolo out. Be on the lookout for all points bulletin. Darius Slayton. We need to know what you're doing, because evidently you're not on the New York Giants anymore. I want to know if he got traded or what's going on. He should play today due to our depth at the position being very, very weak. We shall see if the man can get on the field. So, oh man, that's a fourth down. All right, so that's my take on those. That's my take on those games. So let's backtrack on the win. I got Minnesota winning this game, Atlanta winning against Cleveland, Buffalo beating Baltimore, Dallas winning a close game with Washington. I got Detroit beating Seattle in a close one. I got Houston beating Los Angeles Chargers at home, and I have the Tennessee Titans running all over Indianapolis, but also I forgot to mention that Indianapolis has a running game themselves. However, I got King Henry doing that. Chicago, I got the New York Giants winning a close game, like a 17-21 or 2017 game against the Chicago Bears. Jacksonville, Philly's going to be a close game, maybe a 33-30 or 27-30 game. New York Jets, Pittsburgh, I got Pittsburgh and New York Jets. I got Pittsburgh beating the New York Jets. I don't think that's going to be a high-scoring game at all either. If it is, probably defensively. Arizona, Carolina, I don't know. These quarterbacks are just so iffy. But like I said, I picked Arizona. Green Bay, New England, shall I say more? Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers at home. New England, no Mac Jones. Denver, Las Vegas, I got Denver 0-3. Your team is just in disarray. your quarterback is uncomfortable in the offense that you have. And I just think Russell Wilson's going to come through, and he's going to torch him up. Kansas City and Tampa Bay, I have KC winning this game. I just think KC's going to score 3 points more than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. LA Rams, San Francisco 49ers. I have the LA Rams winning this game. It's going to be a very close game, but I have the Rams winning this game. I say about maybe 4 or 6 points. All right. Hey, everybody, I appreciate you tuning in. It's a great day. It's a great day to be alive. Great day to be a Giants fan. Great day to be a sports fan in general. And it's a great day to discuss football with you guys. So that being said, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Have a safe, happy football Sunday. Enjoy the games, guys. Love y'all. I'm out.